Right, so let's begin from here because the Minister of Petroleum, Emmanuel Amakufibwa, says commercial gas production at the Atuabo gas plant may begin on April 1. Now, the sector minister and the leadership of the Ghana Gas Company hinted this or said this when they appeared at the Assurance Committee of Parliament. According to Mr. Amakufibwa, Ghana Gas had not yet gone into commercial operation because the plants have not been ready to take the full volumes of gas produced. The minister also said government was hoping to revive operations of VRA to have a sustainable intake of over 90 million cubic meter of gas. But he have a caution that commercial production may be delayed if the TICO plants at the Atuabo thermal station are not ready to receive gas. So Ghana Gas ready to produce gas, but the information is that only some portions or some quantity of the gas produced would be used because the plants are not ready to take what would be produced if, according to the plant officials, the capacity of the plant, 150 million standard cubic feet of gas is produced. And so some missing gap there. We're told that it will not add to generation of power for the country. Let me try and speak to Mr. Boache of the African Center for Energy Policy as to exactly what might have gone wrong. The fact that Ghana Gas can produce this quantity and yet we cannot use oil, so we might end up flaring the gas or perhaps find a way out of it. Great to have you to speak to tonight.
I'm good evening to you.
So with what is happening on the 1st of April, Ghana Gas says it will go at full capacity but will not be able to utilize all the gas produced. Is this a show or an indication that perhaps proper planning has not been done as far as this whole project is concerned?
I think you nailed it right on the head. The issue has to do with planning, and we didn't get it right. I mean, what we needed to do was to make sure that we are able to reverse the gas to Tema, where we have a lot of our plants. But that planning was not done. So now, if there are no plants at Atuabo to take the gas, what that means is that the gas will be stranded in the Western Regional Enclave, and plants will be lying idle in Tema without fuel to run. And that is the situation we're in right now. But information I'm also picking is that it's not that we really want to produce 150 million standard cubic feet and leave the gas, to flare the gas.
Right.
But what the situation is that they want to really commission the plant, because as we speak, the plant is not insured, and no insurance company will want to commit funds itself to the project unless it has been commissioned. And that is what actually they want to do. So we would have expected that the minister would be frank with us and tell us that that is what they actually want to do, and not that they're going to produce 150 million standard cubic feet a day and not get any planting.
So you are suggesting that the production of 150 million standard cubic feet is not perhaps what the company wants to do, but it is for a particular reason.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. They really want to commission the gas so that they can get the plant insured. Because until the plant is ready, nobody would want to insure, because it's after completion that the integrity of the plant will be certified, and then insurance companies can come in to insure the plant. As we speak, the plant is not insured.
Now, so if we produce that from the 1st of April, it means that we're going to flare the gas.
We might not even produce for a longer period. We may just produce what will be enough to say that the plant is completed, to make it possible for that insurance arrangement to go through. Beyond that, if we don't have plans to take on the gas, they may cut down on production. But like I said, we needed to plan well to make sure that the gas never gets stranded. We didn't. But what we can do now is to initiate processes and fasten the process to ensure that we are able to negotiate with the West African Gas Pipeline to reverse the gas to Tema, where we have idle plants to use the gas. There's also another disjointed arrangement going on. I don't know why we cannot sync our planning processes. We say we want to bring in power barges from Turkey. And these power barges, we are told, can also take on gas.
Right.
Why are we not positioning the barge in Takoradi to be able to take on the gas? Rather, we are bringing it to Tema, where we don't have enough gas. So we need to plan properly and to even make sure that at this point, if we are bringing any emergency plant, it must be a plant that can consume gas, so that we don't waste the fuel that we have invested $1 billion to process.
And so you clearly see some kind of disjointed planning here. You speak about the barges that are coming that will be stationed in Tema, whilst the gas is at Atuabo in the western region. Now, you earlier said that you think the minister is not being forthright, and that there's a reason for the production at full capacity, but not really that the plants are ready. Now, can officials who were involved in this be taken on, and how can we take them on? Because we were expecting that once the gas was ready, there should be plans to take the gas. How do we ensure that whatever is produced there is utilized? Is it possible for now?
For now, it's difficult. They anticipated that there will be plants, around the Abuazi enclave to be able to consume the entire 150 million standard cubic feet, without planning ahead of time to bring on stream the needed generation plants. And that is the problem we have. And even those that existed during the planning times, some of them have also broken down. We don't have the TICO 1 unit running now, and the T3 plant may never even come again because they shipped the engine back to Ukraine where they bought it. So these are the problems we have. The little that are in Abuazi enclave, some of them have broken down. So the demand has actually gone down. That's why it's necessary. Even when you have the demand for it, it's important that you make necessary arrangements. But your power plants, any of them can break down at some point. And when they break down and you are producing gas, it has to be utilized. So you have to make that arrangement for alternative market. And that is what they failed to do. And that's where we are at this point.
The minister is also suggesting that the full production of gas at capacity at the plant would not necessarily result in improving generation capacity. But what could happen is a reduction in the cost of production. Is this something that we can say will be helpful? Is it an advantage in our efforts at resolving the energy crisis?
I think before we even commissioned, we started producing gas from that plant. We made mention that the gas plant will not necessarily translate to power. And that is because it is only a fuel, and if you don't have the plant to use the gas, you're not going to make any power out of it. And we kept hearing that once the plant was completed, we're going to have power. And here we are, the plant is completed, and even the plants that are supposed to receive the gas are not working now. So it's a big challenge, and we need to make sure that we bring on plants that can actually use the gas. It wouldn't make sense for us to now go bring plants that will use light crude oil for us to import that fuel to power the plant.
I'm grateful. Ben Boache is the Director of Programs at the African Center for Energy Policy there, talking to me. Right, that's how we're wrapping up the big one.